In this video, we are going to review how to filter and search within your Mylio photo library. So once you have everything organized, you will want to be able to take advantage to that organization that you have created and search and find specific photos. So there's a few different ways that we can do this. The first is by clicking on this dynamic search button up here in the upper left-hand corner. And then we can type in any kind of keyword, any kind of really anything you want. And the way the dynamic search works is that it will find not only the photos, but it will also find if there's any people that have the name that you've searched, if there were any albums created or any folders created that had my name in it as well, they would also appear here. And then if you click on View All, up there it will show you all of the photos that it has found that I am in. So that's one way to search, by using the dynamic search. The next is by using the filter menu. So this button in the top left-hand corner, if we click on that, you will see a quick filters menu here. And you can see there's quite a few different options. So you can filter by things like rating, color labels, and flags, if you've added that to your photos. Here are those smart tags that Mylio automatically kind of applies to your photos. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they are really not. You can adjust the sensitivity for all of them or for one specifically to make it more or less accurate. For example, it thinks this little cow is a brown bear. So it's not always accurate, but it can be a great way still to find your photos if you're having a hard time with any of the other filters. If you've added keywords to your images, then you can search by keyword here. You can search by folder as well, by date, and you can do this many different ways. So if you only want to search by the decade or a specific year, you can even break it down into months and days as well, all within that by year filter. You can do by month and choose the day of the month. Now this won't filter by a specific year, so it'll find every February photo from all of the years, and if you select a specific day, it'll find every February 19th photo across all of your years of photos. And then you can search by day. So this is similarly the same. If you don't select a month or a year, it will show you all of the photos taken on the first of every month for every year. And you can even select what time of day to filter by. You can also filter by day of the week, by the time of day, by the season, and break it down by year from there as well, and by a date range or custom date. If you've added events to your photos, you can search by event, by file type. So this is a great way to find screenshots or videos. You can break it down to even photo type. So if you know the photo is a live photo or a raw image or a panorama, you can filter that way. File extension, so if you know it's a movie file or a JPEG, you can filter that way. And then by file size, if you do happen to know that. If you've added your photos to albums, they will show up here and you can filter by those. If you've added categories, which are again a Mylio specific thing, just like albums are, so they won't leave the Mylio system, then you can filter by that. By person, so anybody you've tagged in your photos, you can filter by them. By visual properties, so if you know that you have edited the image, for example, or you've cropped it, or you know that it's a portrait versus a landscape versus a square versus a panorama, you can filter by all of that. If you happen to know your camera settings that you had when you took the photo, you can filter by all of those. And then you can also filter by camera and by lens. Now this gets really specific, so if you know the particular phone that you took the photo on, you can filter by that phone. If you somehow know the particular lens that was used to take the photo, you can also filter by that. And then you can also do a custom search here as well. And this is a little bit more basic than the dynamic search that we went over at the beginning of this video.